it's the next day after painting. I want to show you guys a couple things. So I came out to check it out in the light, and I feel better right now than I did at the end of the day yesterday. I was so tired after dealing with this. But there's a few things. I think I'm going to keep it covered, keep it taped up. I don't want to pull the tape off because there's a couple things. So I want to point out a couple things. One is that I made a mistake, and I thought the compressor was on and it wasn't. I started painting, and I painted this side over here as the kind of the final, and you can see this side turned out pretty well. I mean, of course there's a little orange peel, but it's pretty, like here, not too bad. Then I painted, started there, I went over here, and I went over here, and I got over here, and look at this side it's rough. It's really rough, and the reason is because the compressor was not on, and I lost so much pressure, and I didn't notice that the pressure was down to like 5 pounds or something, and I'm spraying, and it's just coming out all gloppy. My mistake. This guy, stupid mistake, but just make sure your compressor's actually turned on. So that was a bonehead move. It'll be fine. There's plenty of paint on here. It just means now I have to sand. I have to take off this orange peel with a lot more work. So that's one thing. Another thing, and I can't believe this because I went around, but I didn't. I missed under here. And then I noticed today, as I was looking at this in the light, that this area right here, you see this? So this really didn't get enough paint here. It didn't get enough material. I didn't lay down enough paint. And maybe I'm conservative. I don't know. I see some people and they're just like, spraying like crazy. And maybe that's why. I even got some pinholes right in here that I missed. So what I'm going to do though is I have one of those touch-up guns, the little spray gun. And I think that will work for these things. And I'm going to mix up a little bit of paint, just a little, like a half a pot, if that's a term. And I will go around before, just today, go around and hit every little thing that I missed. I don't know, I should check this side too. See, this side, I think I nailed. Well, still. See? There's some little tiny thing. I'm not gonna, I don't, it's a car. It's gonna get little things here and there, but I did kind of want to start off as good as I could get it. So I'll take the touch-up gun, and maybe I can even get down, like down in there, get some of this. Not that it really matters, I'm not trying to make it perfect. All right. But I can maybe with the touch-up gun, I can even get inside here a little more. I should stop touching it with my finger. I'm sorry. I apologize to you painters out there who are just cringing. Don't touch it. Fingerprints. The paint won't stick. But that's what I'm doing. I might also, one more thing before I go. Don't get dizzy. I'm walking around. I noticed that, it is really hard to get edges. Like here actually worked out okay, but then here, and I don't know if this matters, but like the inside edge here, of course you're not going to see that because forget, I just answered my own question. So the exhaust flanges go here and they cover that, so we're good. But if there was anything else, like, see, these edges, I didn't actually shoot them from below, with the paint. It doesn't really matter that much. I mean, the license plate covers all that. But if you did want to, really paint everything thoroughly, then that you'd want to go back and get the edges. So if you guys are going to do your own painting, remember, That's okay. Remember that you have to aim the paint directly at everything that you want to have the paint go onto. It's not gonna find like these little edges. You gotta spray right at them. You can't go at an angle so much. So some of you guys back me up on that. But anyway, so I'm gonna do that today. But first I'm gonna clean up some of the artwork that I have created. And this is just dust. It's just dust. It's cleanable with the pressure washer. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'll hit those little edges, and then hopefully, my friends, I can get rid of all this paper, all these drop cloths, and get to reassembling this, which I'm so excited to do. That's gonna be fun. All right, see you soon. I'm back. All right, since I was doing some touch-up on the car, I decided, because the paint was going really far, I only mixed 800 milligrams, and so far I've painted the little rear vents, grills, seat trim, it goes in the door jamb. I painted the underside of the hood vent, painted the underside of the gas cap cover. I painted the backside of the headlight bezels. And I think I might be able to finish these parts, although it's getting kind of close. But I want to show you the gun I'm using. You guys know these guns, just a little Harbor Freight. But it's also how you use it. So I've got this gun, right? Central pneumatic. We all know that. And it's a small gun, but it's great for this kind of thing. So I got it set up, pressure regulator, and a vapor separator, vapor filter. And what I do is I dial it down, I dial it clockwise, and I get like this way. See, it's almost all the way to the small thing, and it makes it shoot out, you know, almost in a circle, like a very tight pattern, right? So it shoots out in a very tight pattern, like just a circle like that big. It's not a fan. I mean, sometimes I'll do a fan, but for this stuff, you just get that super tight pattern, and then you can go in and just hit like right in there, you know, zip, 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 and just target these things. And what I like to do with these pieces, if I can, I just try to cover them in one coat, because the first coat lays down smoother because you've prepped, you know, your primer, you've sanded. And if you can get one good coat, and not put layers and layers, then you don't end up getting as much orange peel. That's my experience. I'm sure some of you may have other opinions, which you're welcome to leave in the comments, and you can see if anyone else agrees with you, and then you'd feel good if they did. And if they don't agree with you, you can argue with them in the comments. Isn't that exciting? And it won't change anything, but I don't know, you might feel better. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I just wanna show you guys what I'm doing. I really like that little gun for getting in. See all that? So it gets down in there. You're probably not gonna do that with a full-size gun. I mean, maybe, I don't know. You tell me. All right, that's it, back to work. Did I say I mixed 800 milligrams of paint? I can't remember now, but if I did, that's incorrect. I actually mixed 800 milligrams of Mille Miglia. No, actually, I mixed 8 ounces. I mixed 4 ounces of color, and then the finished amount was 8 ounces. So look, you guys, that's 1 cup, right? 8 ounces is 1 cup, about 220 milliliters. Sorry, I almost said it again. What's wrong with me? But 1 cup of finished paint covered all the stuff I just showed you. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? Who's insane here?